Real Talk Chimp. It's our Saturday special. Real Talk. That's REEL. Hosted by Rabbit Chimp 805. At the movies? Binging your favorite videos? Fishing? It's Real Talk. REEL. Hosted by Rabbit Chimp 805. It's our Saturday special. Real Talk Chimp.
Hey, this is Rabbit Chimp 805, welcoming you to a Saturday special. It is Saturday, March 14th, 2020, and I'm playing No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4. And our special today is basically what's been going on in the news every day, the coronavirus. That's right, everybody. Pull up a chair, lay on your favorite rug, stay away from people, pull out a couple of Coronas with lime, and hang out with the Rabbit Chimp 805, because we're going to be talking virus, contagion, and craziness on this Saturday special of Real Talk on YouTube, Real Talk Chimp. If you've been watching the news lately, you'll understand that there's been quite a lot of talk of viruses. And not just the normal viruses, the coronavirus, the COVID-19, which has been around for a millennia. But, you know, whenever something new and exciting comes around, the news wants to be a part of it. And the news will blow everything out of proportion. And then your social networks will take that and blow everything else out of proportion until you're at the point where you're all beating each other to death for toilet paper. That's right. You heard it here. There's no TP for your bunghole, sweetheart. Well, on that note, we're out here in No Man's Sky, and we've got a mission to find prehistoric bones. Sure where we gotta go, because I ain't seeing them. So anyway, we're going to be talking about movies that contain the word virus or contagion or, you know, all that kind of shizzle. And if you want to join on the, and if you happen to be on the PlayStation 4, if you're over 18, you can join. Let me get inside here. It's 207 degrees outside. Holy monkey! If you're on the PlayStation 4, you can join our PlayStation 4 community, Real Talk Chimp, C-H-I-M-P, Real Talk. It's all one word, just like our YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and Gmail account. It's all Real Talk Chimp, all one word, R-E-A-L-T-A-L-K. C-H-I-M-P. You see the audio going. You can join the audio party. Make sure your voice is allowed to be shared in your party settings. If you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, or hate mail, you can send it to realtalkchimp@gmail.com. All this information will be in the doohickey, which I think is the YouTube doohickey. So, you see Berry Technology over there. I will be starting shortly. Let's get this Berry Technology. Always get Berry Technology. Always does this. I like how the Berry Technology looks like a little spacecraft. Got 4 off of that time, that's dope. Let's see what we got. We got Berry Technology over there. In this sweltering 207 degrees Fahrenheit, somebody has to do it. Oh, we're getting blown by the wind there. by keyword for 2. Now, usually on these doohickers that you have to do for the Nexus, you cannot cut through this material. Weird glitch going on there. So let me get from this one. Just 1, no 2, any more? Nope. Usually you have to start the game somewhere. And I didn't see a starting point, which is a little bothersome to me. Stone clearing. Okay, that's the one I found. That's the one I already went to. Why it still shows the same one? It's beyond me. I'm certain I just went to that one. Did I not? I did not, I guess. Sentinel activity. So we'll start talking about them movies here in a moment. If you got any movies that you've seen or any good fishing stories, you're more than welcome to talk about them here as well. I'm curious to see what you've been doing lately. So, I've devised a list to keep you entertained for a little while. And I'm going to tell you about some movies here. Now, from 2007, if you recall this Will Smith movie, I Am Legend, it talks about an outbreak of a virus that was created to cure cancer, I believe it was, by this lady doctor. I'm not saying that lady doctors are bad or wrong or anything, it's just this part of the movie. This lady doctor came up with a virus or a type of medication to supposedly cure cancer, and unfortunately what happened is it caused a major outbreak and ended up forcing people to be sanctioned and quarantined off from each other. Will Smith was like a top general or a big time commander type person, and he had to separate from his family. Unfortunately, his family was killed by the government because of a stray rocket that was fired. It's pretty sad. It's not a comedy movie by any means. It is more of a horror thriller type movie, I would say. Anyway, in 2007, I Am Legend came out. Now, the original book regarding I Am Legend, the people that come and attack aren't zombies, they're vampires. And I recently saw another movie that was very similar like that, but I can't think of it at the moment, so I won't tell you about that. So, 2007, PG-13, 101 minutes, an adventure drama sci-fi, I Am Legend. And I'll give you the premise on this. So, years after a plague kills most of humanity and transforms the rest into monsters, the sole survivor in New York City struggles valiantly to find a cure in this post-apocalyptic action thriller. I liked the movie. It's different than the book in the sense that, like I said, the creatures in it are not vampires, they're kind of zombies, but they do have that same kind of mentality where there's super strength. They can't go in the light, they only come out at night, so they use that same kind of vampire type thing. I can't recall what video game it was. I'm thinking it may have been The Division that did it, basically. Okay, so Will Smith, he goes to the video store and he takes mannequins and stuff, and he poses mannequins up to be like human. He's the only people he could talk to. So he poses mannequins up Wow, look at all these bones in. Holy monkey. Enough space for all these? Yeah, we do. And that was it. We're gonna get all of these things because we know they're worth some money. 693 years old. One over there is 650. Anything else? Some crazy Dr. Seuss type of plants around here, huh? Anyway, so back to our airplane and go back. I think we're done. Just got to go to the Nexus. We'll get that one more bone. Let's see where I marked it. Right. Anyway, the movie I Am Legend, which of course had a top-billed cast of Will Smith playing Dr. Robert Neville, aka this general type. Holy monkey, what in the hell are those? Speaking of alien bizarre, that is a giant crab-looking monster thing. Fermented fruit. That is quite the critter. Holy monkey. Piece of vertebrae. I Am Legend featured Will Smith, Alice Braga. The little child in the film was Charlie Tahan, Sally Richard, Willow Smith, Daryl Foster, April Grace, and therefore others that were in the movie as well. Number 2, you probably may remember this one here, 28 Days Later, which came out in 2002. It was rated R. 113 minutes, considered drama, horror, and sci-fi. 28 Days Later premise: 4 weeks after a mysterious, incurable virus spreads throughout the UK, a handful of survivors try to find sanctuary. This movie featured Alex Palmer, Bindu Disto, Juku Hiltun. I don't know the other names in here. Cillian Murphy, I know him. He's been in, I can't remember. Cillian Murphy, you'll be familiar with that actor as soon as I pull him up. He's the Irish actor. He has been in, obviously, 28 Days Later, Inception, Red Eye. He's basically the star of Peaky Blinders. It's that series on Netflix that's been going on for quite some time. So let's go back here. We went too far back. Okay. Alrighty. Hole here and see what else we can find. Over there, 934 meters out. There's my spaceship. There you are. Creatures. That guy floating in the sky up there. That is just crazy how he's floating up there. It's floating crab-like monstrosities up there. There's a wrecked airplane there. So after I Am Legend and 28 Days Later, we have... Let's see if I can click on this. We have the movie The Crazies, which came out in 2010. It's a rated R. It's 101 minutes. It's considered a horror thriller. After a strange and insecure plane crash, an unusual toxic virus enters a quaint farming town. A young couple are quarantined, but they fight for survival along with the help from a couple of people. And the actors in this is Timothy Olyphant, which I love. I loved when he was in Hitman. And he's been, oh my God, he's been in so many movies. Timothy Olyphant is the star in that movie. Randall Mitchell, Joe Anderson, and quite a lot of other actors. Wow. Wow. Wow, this has got quite the building on here. Holy crap. That is amazing. Let's go back. After The Crazies comes Cabin Fever, which came out in 2002. It's a rated R, 93-minute horror flick. 5 college graduates rent a cabin in the woods and begin to fall victim to a horrifying flesh-eating virus, which attracts the unwanted attention of the homicidal locals. That's always a fun weekend adventure. Make sure you bring plenty of Corona and lime with that one there. That one's featuring stars Ryder Strong, remember him from Boy Meets World, Jordan Ladd, James DeBello, Katrina Vincent, Joey Kern, Ari Varvine, Robert Harris, and the rest. Boy Meets World, remember that TV show? Wow. Back in 1995, this is our number 5 on the list, Outbreak. It's a rated R, 127-minute action drama thriller. This came out, this has got a huge top billing. Army doctors struggle to find a cure for a deadly virus spreading throughout a California town that was brought to America by an African monkey. Of course, it has to be an African monkey, not an Asian monkey or a United Statesian monkey or a European monkey. I'm a rabid chimp, for crying out loud. I have rabies. Anyway, where was I? So this one features some amazing stars in it. This one has Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey, who you will never see in a movie ever again because of the Me Too movement, Cuba Gooding Jr., Donald Sutherland, Patrick Dempsey, Zeke Smokey. Oh my God, just a huge cast. And that movie is Outbreak, which came out in 1995. Some of you weren't born yet, but it's totally fine. So, let me go back here. More contagion virus movies for our Saturday special, considering the freaking coronavirus is plastered all over the news everywhere, right? It's all we're hearing about. Nothing nice, nothing good. Nobody loves us. They just want to kill us with viruses. Damaged container. Let's get this rusted metal off here and see what kind of goodies we can get. Dehydrogen jelly. Navigation data. Wonderful. Health is at maximum. Where's that over there? Ooh, a copper deposit. I like that. Crazy animals on this planet. Alright, where is it? Is it here? No, where's the one that I was just over here looking for? It's over here. Oh God. just because of those crazy things. What I'm gonna do? Let's see. No, not that. Oh, why are you freaking out? This computer. Let's stick this bad boy over here. Where was that? Just for poops and giggles, let's take a look here. So, we said that Outbreak was number 5. Now, I said number 2 was 28 Days Later. Well, of course, they had to make a sequel. And 28 Days Later came out in 2002. So, 5 days later, on our list of number 6, 28 Weeks Later drops in 2007. Also rated R, 100-minute drama horror sci-fi. And let's see if our same actors come back. 6 months after the Rage virus was inflicted on the population of Great Britain, the U.S. Army helps to secure a small area of London for the survivors to repopulate and start again. But not everything goes according to plan. Let's see who we got as actors on that one. We got Robert Carlyle. Come on, Robert Carlyle, which was in The Island with Leonardo DiCaprio. Robert Carlyle. He's been in tons of films. I can't think of him at the top of my head. Rose Byrne is in there. Jeremy Renner. Idris Elba. Imogen Poots. I'm going to change my name to Imogen Poots. Rabbit Jim Poots. Okay, my bad for talking shit about another actor or actress. I am not an actor, but I play one on TV. That didn't make any sense. Number 7 on our list came out in 2008, just a year later after 28 Weeks Later, is Quarantine. It's a rated R, 89-minute horror thriller. And Quarantine, which is basically what happens to everybody with the coronavirus. A television reporter and her cameraman are trapped inside a building quarantined by the CDC after the outbreak of a mysterious virus which turns humans into bloodthirsty killers. Ooh. Well, we hope that doesn't happen with the COVID-19, because then we're going to happen to have one of those another Purge movies coming out, right? So, I'm trying to see if they'll give me a list of the actors and actresses in this movie. And, okay. Moving right along. Alright. In the meantime, let's see what's going on with this place here. Just call it mining. Can we change it? Cannot. Nope. Can't do anything. Effing don't care. Let's take a look here again and see if there's Class C power on this planet. No nearby hotspots we can find at the moment. Oh, we're gonna take you. Big base. Hasta luego. Get our Shippy McShipper 10, or yeah, there you are. Let's go back to the Nexus and turn this in. So after our movie Quarantine comes our number 8 on our list. It's Rec, R-E-C. It's a 2007 rated R 78-minute horror mystery thriller. You're not letting me put this out here. Juice. So Rec from 2007, a television reporter and cameraman follow emergency workers into a dark apartment building and are quickly locked inside something terrifying. I mean, I guess all these other movies try to compete with each other and they just basically make the same freaking movie over and over again. This looks like an Italian movie, as all the names in here are Italian, and I don't want to attempt to try to read some of those names. I'll end up meshing them up pretty bad. Number 9, one of my favorite books that turned out to be a great movie, The Happening. This was from 2008, and this is from M. Night Shyamalan. The Happening was a rated R 91-minute drama mystery and sci-fi film. And I'll give you the actors. A science teacher, his wife, and a young girl struggle to survive a plague that causes those infected to commit suicide. What a crazy, crazy movie this was. I mean, this featured Mark Wahlberg, Zooey Deschanel, John Leguizamo, the little girl in there, I don't remember her name, Betty Buckley, Spencer Brewer, Frank Collison, the guy that looks like... never mind. You'll have to look him up to see. Alan Ruck from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Not Fast Times. Oh my God. Ferris Bueller. Alan Ruck. Okay. And it was written by and produced by M. Night Shyamalan. So, great movie, The Happening. Such a trippy, tricked out movie. Just, oh God, I can't say enough about it. I love that movie, The Happening. I seen it in the movie theater. That was great. And that was in 2008. Also in 2008, The Ruins, which is a rated R 90-minute fantasy horror thriller. And this one here was about a group of friends whose leisurely Mexican holiday takes a turn for the worse when they, along with a fellow tourist, embark on a remote archaeological dig in the jungle where something evil lives among the ruins. Hence the ruins part. And I'm going to say the character that plays Eric is Sean Robert Ashmore. You may have remembered him from X2 and a lot of the X-Men movies and the TV show The Rookie. So that's about the only actor that I could see on here that well, except for him. So I'm going to open the thing up because I can't remember his full name. Is wow. That's about it. We're going to move on from there. We have a lot of movies and not a lot of time to talk about. Here we are, No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4. We are currently in the Nexus. Crazy psychedelic place. Did you happen to know that No Man's Sky is a virtual reality game? So I'm pretty immersed in it just on my 55-inch TV. I'm going to come over here, and the only thing that throws the game off is all the words and things like that. So we're going to complete this mission here. Silver. Salvage data. So after the Ruins in 2008, in 2009 on our list, number 11 is Carriers. It's a PG-13, 84-minute adventure drama thriller. And this one, 4 friends fleeing from a viral pandemic soon learn they are more dangerous than any virus. Jeez, man, these things just get worse and worse and worse. Well, the fact that Chris Pine is in it, you know I'm going to watch that movie. Piper Perabo is in it? What? Or Perabo? Wow. That one's got a really good billing as well, you know. I mean, the actors are sort of B-list actors, except for, I mean, Chris Pine, he's kind of a, I don't know, is he an A-list? Yeah, he's kind of become an A-list actor now. But, yeah, that's got a pretty good billing right there. I checked that one out, Carriers, 2009. And, of course, now, I'm just going to talk about this particular Resident Evil. We know that there's a whole bunch of Resident Evil movies as far as well as Resident Evil video games and comic books and books. So, of course, on my list, number 12, which came out in 2007, a rated R 94-minute action horror sci-fi, is Resident Evil Extinction. Okay. Survivors of the Raccoon City catastrophe travel across the Nevada desert hoping to make it to Alaska. Alice joins the caravan and their fight against the evil Umbrella Corps. But we all know that this, the original Resident Evil in the Raccoon City was a virus that gets manufactured and let loose, and basically humanity as we know it dies and turns into horrible monsters that comes and attacks, etc. And yeah, so this is featuring Mia Jovovich, of course, is in it. Oded Fehr, who, if you've ever played Destiny 2, the voice of Osiris is Oded Fehr. He's also been in, what was that, Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. He was the Arabic guy with all the swords and stuff. I love Oded Fehr. And Ali Larter is in that movie. She's a fox, right? Ian Glenn is in it. Ashante is in it as well. Pretty good billing of cast in that movie there, you know, for that particular installment of Resident Evil. So let's see what else we got on the Nexus here. Hunt dangerous pirates. Well, I'd like to do that. I'm going to get wrecked if I can't find people to help me with that one. This one's pretty easy here. Construct an outpost. Have an outpost. That's got to be pretty simple. That'd be good for somebody starting out. So let's see if we can get anybody to come play with me on this one here. Initialize mission. That one's going to be real difficult. All right, so also on our list on number 13 is Pontypool, which came out in 2008. It is not rated. It's a 93-minute fantasy horror thriller. And we'll tell you about that one there. We got some good ones coming up, folks, so, you know, don't stress. We got you. We got you, yo. Let me answer a message here from Deerslayer. And let's go to our messenger here. Virus movies. Okay, you heard the little beep of me sending the message off to Dark Slayer. What are we talking about today, he says. And what is he? Okay. Okay. Let me get back over to our list. So I was telling you about Pontypool. A radio host interprets the possible outbreak of a deadly virus which infects a small Ontario town he is stationed in. And this is from 2008. And it looks like a low-budget B-movie, and I can't pronounce any of these actors or actresses' names, but you will have to figure it out for yourself when you go and you rent that movie. Pontypool. What's up, dear?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
So coming up at number 14 on our list, one of the best movies of all time, next to The Happening, Zombieland, That came out in 2009. It's a R rating on that. Now you know that the Zombieland 2 is going to be coming out sometime this year. They made a video game of Zombieland. It was on the PlayStation 4 last month, I believe. It's rated R. It's 88 minutes, an adventure comedy horror, and of course, you know, there's some top billing cast in there. In Zombieland, a shy student trying to reach his family in Ohio, a gun-toting tough guy trying to find the last twinkle, and a pair of sisters trying to get to an amusement park join forces to travel across a zombie-filled America. So, of course, the cast in this is going to be Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, Abigail Breslin, Amber Heard, my hottie girlfriend, if that was ever going to happen, Bill Murray, and Derek Graff, and amongst others for Zombieland. Great movie there. Great movie there. What a great. I don't know why nobody's joining me in this. I can't do this mission by myself. That ain't gonna happen. Come on, somebody join. Is there seriously nobody here? What the hell? Wait for somebody to get us to start a movie, to start a video game, to start a damn mission. My brain is somewhere else. It's certainly not here. You will get this, and you will like it. And what else do we got? You will get this, and you will like it. But then you will also get this, and you will like it. And you will get this, and you will like it. And you will get this. You. Get this. You will like it. And that's all I have to give away. What is that? Magnificent skeleton worth $1 million? Holy shit. Wow. That I did not expect. Is that my dick pic you just took a picture of?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Warning, explicit language. You have been warned. So after Zombieland, also in 2009 on our list, number 15, The Thaw. It's a rated R, 90-minute horror sci-fi thriller. And I will give you a premise in just a moment. A research expedition to the Arctic discovers that a melting polar ice cap has released a deadly prehistoric parasite.
But anyways, how long has it been since I've been on the stream? Because it's been a while.
Since you had a vocal brawl with Chimp. I don't know. I don't know. It's been like 2 weeks maybe. So in this movie, The Thaw, which I've never heard of, it's got Val Kilmer in it, and I like Val Kilmer. I mean, he's gotten a little funky weird lately, but I mean, if Val Kilmer is the top, I think this may have been when his movie, his acting has basically declined. They threw him in this this B movie. But Greg Rogers is the webcam voice, and I don't know anybody else in this movie. Nobody else. None of these names make sense, but it's got Val Kilmer in it, so you know. The Thaw from 2009 was the shizzle, apparently. So, let's see. Let's put this stuff up here. Exo suit. Anything pop up over here? Nothing. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Unconscious. Raid a planetary depot. Salvage frigate module. Let's see if anybody will join this one. Okay, so after the on 15 on our list, after The Thaw comes 16 on our list, Children of Men, which came out in 2006. It's rated R. It's 109 minutes. It's a drama thriller, and I will tell you about this one. By the way, my name is RabbitChimp805. I am playing No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4. And I am broadcasting our Saturday special Real Talk, R-E-E-L, where we talk about movies, videos, TV, and fishing.
Fishing.
Anyway, Children of Men came out in 2006. It's a drama thriller. It's rated R. In 2027, in a chaotic world in which women have become somehow infertile, a former activist agrees to help transport a miraculously pregnant woman to a sanctuary at sea. Well, that's okay. Well, Clive Owen's in it, so basically, bam, we're done. We don't have to say anything else. But no, it gets better. Michael Caine is also in that movie. So hey, you know, when you put those two together, I don't know what can happen. Julianne Moore is in it. What? Charlie Hunnam is in it. What? Holy shit. Chris Gilbert. What the hell? This movie came out in 2006, Children of Men. I know it probably was a really good film. I never seen it. I'm going to rent it. I like all those actors and actresses. I like them very much. And of course, you know this is almost top of our list here. World War Z. Now, I saw that in the movie theater, and I watched people walk out of the movie theater. I thought it was a piece of shit, honestly. I mean, obviously it was no different than every other effing zombie film, but it brought a type of filming that you had never seen before of these zombies all piling on top of each other. The CGI in it was phenomenal. And now you've got video games that mimic the same type. But you do have a World War Z video game that's on the PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox. So in 2013, on our number 17 on our list, which again should be on the top of our list, but whatever. World War Z came out in 2013. It's a PG-13, which is amazing to me. It's 116 minutes, action-adventure horror. Former United Nations employee Gary Lane, or I'm going to say Jerry Lane, G-E-R-R-Y, Jerry Lane, traverses the world in a race against time to stop a zombie pandemic that is toppling armies and governments and threatens to destroy humanity itself. Well, the fact that Brad Pitt is the star of this movie should have given us basically the notion that this movie should have been effing amazing, right? I thought it was shit. Did you see it, Deerslayer? Did you see
Which
World
movie?
War Z? World War Z.
Oh yeah, I did.
Did you like it?
Not really, no.
Yeah, weird, right? So Brad Pitt stars in it. Miriella Enos. We also have... Wow, he was in this movie? I freaking love this actor. James Badge Dale. I like him because he has been in a lot of World War II movies. He was in The Departed. He was in 13 Hours. Obviously, World War Z that we're talking about.
13 Hours
Iron
was a
Man
great
3.
movie.
Oh, God, yeah. 13 Hours, right? So, yeah, James Badge Dale. Not a class A, not a top A actor, but fucking great character actor. Ludi Boken, Matthew Fox is in that movie. Fana Mokinia, David Morse. David Morse has been in everything. Literally, David Morse has been in every freaking movie you can think of. I mean, David Morse goes all the way back. You may look at the name and go, you know, I don't really know who David Morse is. Who is that actor? He was in The Green Mile. He was always that kind of shy, charismatic actor, kind of like a character actor that he's not a top A but anyway, David Morse was in The Green Mile, Hurt Locker, Contact, 12 Monkeys, which we'll be talking about.
Green Mile was also a really good movie.
Right, and that's of course Tom Hanks produced film.
Tom Hanks has the corona.
And Tom Hanks now has corona, right?
And his wife.
And his wife, and they're quarantined, you know. So we were talking
And
about
there's
World War
an
Z
NBA
with
player.
Brad Pitt. You know,
They
everybody in the world
suspended
has
so many
coronavirus.
sports right now.
Yeah, you know,
Because of
you
it.
have to be 6 feet away from everybody when you're going out anywhere. Okay, so a while
Fuck that, I'm gonna
back,
start going out in public, walking right up to people and just going.
they may arrest you and shoot you. So be careful. Seriously, it's a pandemic now because at this point, yeah, it's gonna be, you know, people are just gonna, yeah. So I was just talking about, let's go back here. I was talking about World War Z. Okay, so I was telling you about a movie called Rec. It came out in 2007, or REC, R-E-K. Basically, it's short for Record. That Italian movie I was talking about that came out in 2007. In 2012, they came out with this one says 3. I didn't find the second one, so somewhere in between there was a REC 2 and now a REC 3. Genesis came out in 2012. It's 18th on our list. And let's see what happened on the third one. God damn it, why do people keep leaving? A couple's wedding day turns horrific as some of the guests start showing signs of a strange illness. Again, I probably won't be able to read. Leticia Delora, Diego Martin, Ismael Martin, Alex Monner, and a whole bunch of other Italiano type of peoples. Writer is Luisio Berderjo, and Paco Plaza is the director. So it is a good Italiano movie if you want subtitles, you know, things like this. I can't speak Italian. I'm being poopy. All right, so I guess nobody's going to join me on this one here, so we'll back out of this one and see what happens. Simple fauna, tame wild creatures. First of all, let's go on our list and see. Nope, that's not the button I was looking for. Log. Community research. We're not even close to tier 3 yet. So we got a whole bunch more missions we have to do. Alright, there we go. Great, apparently I will definitely join. I will join this mission. With Peekaboo Jackpot.
Oh, I got my driver's license, by the way.
Yay! What are you, 12 now? 16?
18.
18? 74?
I wouldn't be on the stream if I was younger than that.
Right. Alright, so 19 on our list is Antiviral, which came out in 2012. Not rated. I don't know what they mean by when they say it's not rated. Anyway, it's
I mean,
a
it's
sci-fi.
bad, but it's not bad at the same time.
It's just crap, right? But I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Well, actually, no. Unrated usually means that it has a lot of things in it. Like, they don't know whether they should rate it R or rate it like NC-17 and stuff like that. Basically, it's a movie that children shouldn't watch.
So Antiviral in 2012, in a blackly satirical near future, a thriving industry sells celebrity illnesses to their obsessed fans. Employee Sid March's attempt to exploit the system backfire when they involve him in a potentially deadly mystery. Wow. You know, looking at the actors and actresses, I can't read any of these names. So I'm not.
That's
going
probably
to.
another reason why it's unrated, because it was like kind of produced as like not in movie theaters and stuff like that. It's just kind of
Just straight to video type of thing.
Yeah.
All right, so it was produced. It was made and directed and produced in France. I can't read those names; they are French names, and I don't want to butcher them. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
You know, all right. So a lot of movies that are produced that have like a lot of sex scenes in them, like where they actually show everything, are usually made in France because that type of production is
Because they can
illegal
get away
here.
with it, right?
Yeah, like, you ever heard of the movie Blue is the Warmest Color?
I did not. No, tell me about it.
Okay, well, basically, the whole movie is basically lesbian sex. That's pretty much the whole entire movie.
Nice.
And so, basically, in this movie, it was produced in France, mainly French actors, etc., etc. And it has, it's a movie you watch if you want to be horny, basically.
If you want to what now?
Be horny. That's basically when you
Oh,
watch
so if you want to whack off, basically you want to rub one out and watch that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I've got Pornhub for that. I don't see why I would really need to watch that movie. But, you know,
Well,
hey,
that's just
cool.
the type of movie it is. It's
Okay.
the best way I can think of to explain it.
So next on our list, let's see, what was I talking about? I was talking about antiviral, right?
Yep.
Gingerly, I took leather hand with him 100. Really? I need to acquire Pungium from the Sentinels if I am to access this weapon. I have Pungium, don't I? But I guess I don't have it on me. Let's take a look at Starship, multi-tool, later, Orphinium. Oh, I don't have Pungium on me. Okay. Let's go do some killing. Oh. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my god. So many freaking holes everywhere. Finish it. Here.
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit. This dude was one shot. Yeah.
What game are you playing?
40.
I haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, but my mistake was I was playing duos by myself, and I have it on Don't Fiddle, so I'm gonna switch to solos. I already had 8 kills though. Yeah. But then those 2 got to me.
Not even doing any damage on this guy. Oh, weird. Huh. Why not do damage on this guy?
I was lighting my hand on fire earlier.
How did that feel?
Feels great. Alright, so you take a lighter, and you hold it in your hand, and you hold it to where it's just like the butane coming out. So you hold down the button instead of flicking the spark.
Okay.
And then while it's still in your hand, I'm listening to it. I can hear the butane. Then you spark it, and it lights on fire, and it just burns for a second. Like, not burns your hand, but like the flame is there for a second.
Okay.
It smells weird, but it's fun.
And why are we doing this?
Because I got bored.
Bored? Why don't you just masturbate or something? That's just a lot easier.
I need to save my fuel. Oh, that smells really bad.
Generally burning your hand.
It doesn't actually burn your hand because the fire is going up, like away from your hand instead of going down. Like it's coming out of your hand, so it doesn't actually burn because the fire's not going over it. Like, you know how if you hold your hand to the side of the flame coming out of the lighter, you don't feel it, you hold it above it, you feel it. Same concept. Just inside of your hand. Don't you touch my tower, you little bitch. I will fuck you up. Stay away. Touch my tower, I will kill you. I will actually murder you. Get away from my tower. What I thought. Like how I opened the chest with the legendary pistol. I end up killing them like the SMG. Oh, I've also gotten better at Fortnite since the last time I played it.
I haven't
I
played
don't
it
really
in
use
weeks.
SMGs anymore.
What's that?
I don't really use SMGs anymore. Like, I'll usually just pick up an AR or a shotgun, try to get a sniper, and then shields. That's it. Now you can only upgrade SMGs as far as blue. There are no purple and gold SMGs anymore. And you're dead. Another switch up there, okay?
Oh god, this is bad. Again. Let him dodge. Leave me alone. Oh, I can't see anything. This is hella bad. Oh my god. Oh, Lord have mercy. Game is bugging and glitching hard. Understand what we're supposed to be doing here.
It.
Talking about some more movies in a moment. Just gonna get myself into a safe spot. Destroy the 105. I understand why this is not working. Anyway, let's get up in the Skype here and we'll talk about some more movies here. Almost completed this show. So, let's see what we got. Number 20 on our list is a Zombie 108 is the name of the movie. It came out in 2012. It's an 88-minute horror sci-fi. A virus gets loose in Taipei. Army and SWAT teams oversee evacuation, but in Ximending, the gangs don't want the police. They attack the military, but when both find themselves under attack, shit hits the fan. Literally, shit hits the fan. I'm going to say that I don't know any of the names of these people in this movie. So, yeah. Apparently there's some graphic sexual violence in it, though. Apparently it's Taiwan's first zombie movie. That's some trivia for you. Okay. On that note, our list on number 21 is Feds. It came out in 2013. And in London, just a few years from now, according to 2013, the government have enforced a curfew. No civilians on the streets after dark. A terrorist group have threatened to release a killer virus. Time is running out for the Feds. F-E-D-Z, those Feds. 89-minute thriller, came out in 2013, featuring, oh wow. Wow, really?
Fuck.
Michael Jai White is an American actor and martial artist. You know Michael Jai White, right? He's actually a very good movie. He was in Black Dynamite. He was also in Spawn. Remember the movie Spawn? Come on, Spawn, 1997 comic book.
Yeah, I know
Spawn.
what you're talking about.
He was also in The Dark Knight. He played Gamble. He was in the workout movie called Pump that comes out this year in 2020. Pump. He was in Undercover Brother. He was also in Arrow. Triple Threat. Yeah. Anyway, I don't understand any of the other people's names in this movie, so I'll leave it at that. That movie was Feds, and it came out in 2013. Okay. Number 22 on our list came out in 2011, Contagion, which was PG-13, 106-minute action drama sci-fi. Let's look at this. Healthcare professionals, government officials, and everyday people find themselves in the midst of a worldwide epidemic epidemic as the CDC works to find a cure. Okay. This has Gwyneth Paltrow in it, Tien-Yu Chu, Josie Ho, Daria Strokis, Matt Damon's in it. Now, why they build Matt Damon that far off, it's got Griffin Kane as well. The fact that it's got Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow in it is pretty damn cool for a movie that came out in 2011. I guess they were thinking that Matt Damon wasn't a famous actor and they will just list him far away, but no, come on, other movies that Matt Damon's been in have been phenomenal in there as well. So that was Contagion, and our 23rd movie on our list here. We've got plenty others. We've got like 12 Monkeys and God knows plenty others. This is Blindness. It came out in 2008. It's a rated R drama mystery sci-fi, and this one here has no information about it. So a city is ravaged by an epidemic of instant white blindness. Wow, that's a racist movie. Okay. Top billed cast is nobody that I can pronounce. Looks like another French movie, or is this Italian? You will get nothing in like it because I can't. It's a French movie. It's Brazil. This movie was made in Brazil. Okay. So other movies that fall into our virus contagion type of craziness would of course be the 12 Monkeys, not the, but 12 Monkeys, which came out in 1995, is rated R, 129 minutes. It's a mystery sci-fi thriller, time travel-y kind of weirdness. In a future world devastated by disease, a convict is sent back in time to gather information about the man-made virus that wiped out most of the human population on the planet. Huge billing on this movie, of course, featuring Bruce Willis, John Seda, Simon Jones, Bill Raymond. Who else do we have? Joey Perillo. Come on, you know these, right? Mainly, you know, the cast you were looking for was John Seda. You know, he played the boyfriend of Selena in the Selena movie. John Ceda's, he's been in actually a few movies. He was in a few World War II movies. Bruce Willis, of course, is the main star. Brad Pitt's in that movie as well. I don't know why he's not listed there, but whatever. Day of Resurrection, which came out in 1980. This was a PG 108-minute adventure drama horror. Day of Resurrection 1980, which most of you weren't born. I know that Deerslayer wasn't even a sperm at that time. After a virus devastates the global human population, survivors in Antarctica desperately try to find a cure and save the human race. So this movie came out in 1980, and I can't read any of the names, so I'm going to say it's a Japanese movie, since it was directed by Kinji Fukusaki. So don't see any, I can't pronounce anything in here, so yes, it's a Japanese movie, there we go, with English words. Okay, so I told you about the Crazies that came out in 2010. Well, the original version of the Crazies came out in 1973. So the Crazies in 2010, that was obviously a remake. The Cassandra Crossing came out in 1976, and that's passengers on a European train have been exposed to a deadly disease. Nobody will let them off the train. So what happens next? Well, obviously, if you had a president like ours, which basically banned everyone, but you know what? Okay, look at this. The top billing actors of the Cassandra Crossing, which came out in 1976. Wait till you hear the I'm going to slow down here a moment. Sophia Loren is in this movie. Richard Harris is in this movie. Martin Sheen is in this movie. O.J. Simpson is in this movie. Come on, dude, this is a huge freaking cast of people. Lee Strasberg, Ava Gardner, Burt Lancaster, they were in the original version of this movie. Oh my god, dude, what? Holy, George P. Cosmatos. He's the freaking director of this movie. Writers, Robert Katz, he wrote the story, and George P. Cosmatos. Come on. Come on. Everything but the kitchen sink. That's what it says in here. 1976, The Cassandra Crossing. Make sure you find that movie wherever you can find it. Right at Your Door came out in 2006. The Satan Bug in 1995. Let's see what else I can find in here. Oh, Rec 2. That came out in 2009. That was Rec in 2007, Rec 2 in 2009, Rec
Hey,
3
Jim.
in... Yes.
I gotta do some stuff with my grandfather, so I'm gonna hop off for a bit. I might be back on later, and if I am, I'll join up, alright?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Alright, I'll catch you later.
All right, bro. We out. We are out. Destroy the Sentinel depots. We're not able to destroy the Sentinel depots. Let's go. Continue trying it out. So yeah, God, what else we got? Okay, Michael Crichton, who wrote Jurassic Park, who wrote, oh my God, the movie, the TV series that you're all probably watching about the Wild West robots. Okay, my brain's not working. We're done. When my brain just goes to straight Alzheimer's disease, I have to basically say I'm done with the stream. The Andromeda Strain came out in 2008. The book itself was phenomenal. I loved the book, Andromeda Strain. A crack team of top scientists work feverishly in a secret state-of-the-art laboratory to discover what has killed the citizens of a small town and learn how this deadly contagion can be stopped. Okay, big time movie. Let's see. The fact that Ricky Schroeder is in it, that's just, we should just say Eric McCormick, come on. Daniel Day Kim, yeah. Barry Flatman, done. Anyway, yeah, great movie. If you haven't seen it, The Andromeda Strain came out. It actually turned it, okay, so it was a movie first, and then they turned it into a TV miniseries back in 2008. So, yeah. The Hamburg Syndrome was in 1979, Phase 7 in 2010, Doomsday in 2008. So I've given you a whole bunch of virus movies that you can go and rent. You can go and see in the movie theaters if they come out, the 2020 versions of them. But the fact is, you can't go into a movie theater right now. You got to stay home and watch movies. Stay away from people. Don't go anywhere. You can order a pizza and hope their delivery driver doesn't have COVID-19. But either way, this has been your Real Talk. Sorry, I compiled it all into a little over an hour. And, yeah, this is how I roll. So, thank you for joining me. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to send an email or hate mail or whatever you'd like. If you've got something that you want us to talk about on our weekly show, or a set of movies you want us to talk about on our Saturday special, you can send us Gmail, RealTalkChimp. We're on YouTube, Twitch. We're on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, until Monday will be the daily high. Until Monday, this is RabbitChimp 805 playing No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4. And we're going to let this go here. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. That's REEL. It's our Saturday special, and it's hosted by RabbitChimp 805 on Real Talk. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us through YouTube and Twitch, Real Talk Chimp. It's our Saturday special, REEL, on Real Talk.
Yo!